In this video, we'll be discussing the climate, environment, and neighborhoods in the humble Atascocita, Kingwood, Texas area. Climate, environment, and neighborhood. What is the environment like in this area? So, the humble area is a population of about 16,000 people, and it's a city, has a city hall. The Atascocita area is an area where the population of over 86,000 people, and it's really like a big suburb. The Kingwood Texas area is the biggest suburb in all of Houston, Texas. It has a population of about 89,000 people. So Kingwood, Texas is a very big suburb. So I'll start off with the climate in this area. So as I said in previous videos, like on my video on moving to Houston and my video on moving to Beaumont, that the Southeast Texas area is a generally warm climate, but the climates do differ a little bit depending on where you are. So in this area you can expect summer highs of about 93 degrees, and you can expect winter lows of about 42 degrees. The Atascocita area gets about 55 inches of rain on average per year. The U.S. national, I think, is about 38 inches of rain on average. Also, this being Southeast Texas, this area is subject to tropical storms. So we get tropical storms from time to time. Sometimes they turn into a hurricane. This happens pretty much yearly. We always get tropical storms, but maybe we don't get a hurricane every year. But some years we do get hurricanes. Most of the hurricanes aren't as bad, but sometimes we do get a Category 5 hurricane, like once every 10 years or so. And sometimes we get big hurricanes like a Hurricane Harvey. Most of the people here, the residents, are used to the weather. They know how to prepare for the weather, and most people actually stay in their homes during the weather. So it sounds worse than what it is on the news, but it can be very dangerous if we do get a high category hurricane, and the state does recommend that we evacuate when it's a high category hurricane. Living in Kingwood area offers residents a dense suburb feel, and most residents own their own homes. In Kingwood, there's a lot of parks. Mainly families and young professionals live in Kingwood, and public schools in this area are highly rated. The Atascocita area is very similar to Kingwood. Both Atascocita and Kingwood schools are run by Humble ISD, so a lot of people tend to refer to the area as Humble, Texas. When I worked for cable for about 2 years, I installed cable all over the area, and we all referred to the area as Humble. I didn't really know the specifics of the area until I prepared to make this video, and I saw that the Humble School District ran through this whole area, so now it makes sense why we refer to this area as Humble when Humble is not actually that big. So a lot of people tend to refer to the area as Humble, Texas. Humble, Texas is really a small city with a population of about 16,000. Humble became an oil boom town in the 20th century. Oil was discovered here in 1904. By 1905, Humble oil field was the largest producing oil field in Texas. Humble, Texas has a downtown area with a city hall like a normal city, while Atascocita and Kingwood are just really big suburbs of the Houston, Texas area. As you can tell, because it's expensive to live in this area, that there's some of the best neighborhoods and best schools in the Houston area. Some of the neighborhoods that a lot of people like in this area are the Balmoral neighborhood. That's probably number one.
The masterpiece in recreation of a neighborhood centered right here in the middle of the community. Where else can you walk out your front door, take a walk, or ride a cart to something like this?
Some good neighborhoods are neighborhoods like the Groves, and some good ones in Kingwood would be neighborhoods like King's Manor and Greenwood Lake. So that wraps things up for climate, environment, and neighborhood here in the humble Atascocita, Kingwood, Texas area. If I missed anything, make sure you put it down in the comment below. Until then, see you in the next video.